We've got Anand Deshpande, who's Chairman and Managing Director at Persistent Systems, who now joins us. To begin with, Mr. Deshpande, tell us what the partnership with Dassault Systems brings to the table. In your press release, you've mentioned that the acquisition, of some assets. How much will you be shelling out on that?
Actually, we are not disclosing the amounts on the acquisition, but this is an acquisition of a company called NovaQuest, which is based and headquartered out of Charlotte in North Carolina in the US. They are one of the premier resellers and VARs for Dassault Systems for their collaboration product. And we are acquiring the assets of this company and thereby strengthening our relationship with Dassault for their PLM and other products that they have in this market.
Mr. Deshpande, afternoon, your strategy to sell with a partnership with some of the key clients and system integrators like IBM, Salesforce.com, Samsung, Microsoft, etc., that has been yielding good results. So do you hope that this partnership will also help you?
Yes. See, we have had a focus on areas such as collaboration and analytics, cloud computing and mobility. And this gives us access to a new set of customers who have a need in these areas that we are working on. PLM is essentially a collaboration area, and this is our effort to strengthen our area presence in North America with this acquisition.
And how's your strategy to focus on growing the IP-led business panning out? Are you on track to taking the IP-led business contribution to at least 20% of revenues?
Meaning we are on track to, see, we had announced about 3 years back or about 2 years back that we would take our IP-led revenue to about 20% over a 3-year period. We are definitely on track for that.
So walk us through then, Mr. Deshpande, what this exactly would mean for your margins. Can you better them to 18 to 19% levels in the coming years?
No, so our strategy is to retain profit before tax margins of about 18 to 19%. This allows us to get better opportunities in terms of how we sell into customers and the service that we are providing. The acquisition as such is fairly small in the context of what we do at Persistent. So on its own, this doesn't necessarily change the margin profile a whole lot. But overall, in the whole scheme of things, we are exploring different ways to improve our margins, and this is one of those ideas to take it there.
And by when can we see cloud computing contributing meaningfully to revenues?
No, so we already have significant revenues in cloud computing already, and we are doing quite a few business deals in there because we work predominantly for people who manufacture the cloud or who are the cloud ISVs, and that business is starting to do well. We expect in the second half of 2013 more and more enterprises will deploy cloud computing. If you see the announcements that have come out in the last 6 months, many of these companies have been announcing, especially the major companies like IBM, Oracle, SAP, Microsoft, have announced new platforms for cloud computing, and we expect that they would be mainstream by the second half of 2013.
What is the kind of feedback that you're getting from your clients for IT spending in 2013? How is the visibility?
Right, for us, we are again focused on the IT product companies who are perhaps in the early part of the timeline in some sense, so they are the early adopters. And that part of our business actually is pretty good. We are seeing good and continued growth where our business should grow on existing customers because all of them are spending more next year.
Now, you've also managed to improve your deal win ratio. Can you end FY13 with a higher than industry growth rate?
No, absolutely. We expect to, see, again, we are operating on a much smaller base, but yes, we expect to beat the industry averages for next year as well.
And finally, for all of your shareholders, do you think that the year FY14 is likely to be better than FY13?
Absolutely. We expect that to be a better year for sure.